There are plenty of reasons to become famous, but there are just as many, if not more, reasons to step away from it all. Whether because the work dries up or because they decide they'd rather have a quieter lifestyle, some celebrities make career shifts to more normal jobs. MC Hammer was the biggest rapper in the world in the early 90s, but he would later become the biggest financial cautionary tale after he lost his millions. He's since given up on the entertainment world, save for the occasional commercial, but he's back in the black after becoming a tech investor.
There's so many incubators around now, so many paths to get here, but you have to want it enough to get in.
It turns out that Hammer is one of the savviest tech gurus out there and was one of the earliest investors in companies like Square and Flipboard. Still, don't count out a musical comeback from the rapper turned preacher turned venture capitalist. As he put it to Billboard magazine, why not? Quincy Jones was 50 when he produced the Thriller album. It's not unprecedented. Stop, collaborate, and list it. Vanilla Ice has gone from rapping to house flipping. Ice, whose real name is Rob Van Winkle, has found that his real estate business is just as lucrative as rap was for him back in the early 90s. He's even been chronicling this endeavor on the Vanilla Ice project on the DIY network.
There's, room to gain money and still give the people who buy it a great deal.
And have fun while doing it, as we see if we watch the show.
In addition to making green, Ice has made sure his houses go green too. He's worked to keep his carbon footprint low by using a lot of LED lights and installing tankless water heaters outside. He's even written a book called Get Rich Flipping Houses. As for how he first got into the business, it happened by accident. In his early 20s, he bought an apartment in New York City's Greenwich Village, as well as a property in Los Angeles. But he sold them because he was never home and ended up making a sweet profit. Mara Wilson was the adorable child star of 1993's Mrs. Doubtfire and 1996's Matilda. Then she disappeared from the public eye, embracing a career as a writer, though she still makes some occasional appearances on nostalgia-themed programs and does voiceover work once in a while. But more than anything these days, Wilson is an activist promoting mental health awareness. She herself was diagnosed with panic disorder, depression, and obsessive-compulsive disorder when she was just 12 years old.
There was a big stigma, around this, and so we were all worried. We were all worried about, what it was, and me, especially being a child actor.
In November 2018, Wilson discussed her time as a child star with Entertainment Weekly, stating, "I do think that being a child actor was difficult in some ways. Like, it made me more of a perfectionist. There were a lot of people out there who were very cruel, but I had a lot of great opportunities that a lot of other people didn't, and I met a lot of wonderful people. You kind of have to come to peace with it all." In American Idol's first season, Ryan Seacrest had a co-host, comedian Brian Dunkleman. Dunkleman didn't come back for any subsequent seasons, and he currently works as an Uber driver in Los Angeles. His career shift was first reported by TMZ. The gossip rag unearthed documents from his divorce that revealed his source of income. He reportedly logs about 45 hours a week behind the wheel for the service, making about $800 to $1,000 a week. Dunkleman, who has a 5-year-old son, told the site, "I chose to stop doing stand-up comedy and started driving an Uber so I could be there for my son as much as he needed after our life as we knew it was destroyed." George Foreman became famous in the boxing ring, but he became rich when he quit sparring and started selling. His hawking of the George Foreman grill has become one of the most lucrative celebrity endorsements in history. Foreman has admitted he was skeptical when the Salt & Company first approached him for the deal in the mid-1990s. It wasn't until his wife, Mary, finally made him a burger on it 6 months later that he signed on to sell them. Under the deal, Foreman took 45% of the profits. After collecting his first $1 million royalty check in 1997, he vowed to focus more on business than on boxing.
It knocks out the fat.
A year later, Sultan reportedly sold $200 million worth of grills and bought Foreman out of his contract for a whopping $137.5 million. Since then, he's endorsed other products through George Foreman Enterprises, including meats, shoes, and shakes, but nothing was ever as hot as the grill. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.